Well, good evening. I'm Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. Today we're going to talk about stress and all that stuff. And the thing about stress, trauma and drama and all the ick of the world, it's all created by ourselves. And this is something I just wrote down right before the show started. Life is as good as I think it is. And that is true. Whatever I think it is what it is. But that's where the listening for the clarity comes in. But I've been in situations where it was a little bit unsteady, but I went right into the stress and be dressed in stress. And then I got all mad and angry at the world. Really, I was only mad at my representation from within me. It's about letting go of all the stuff we hide. But we've been so taught to think and know our way through life. And the thinking and knowing comes from our memory, the subconscious, unconscious blueprint, and the way we react to the outer world. And it's that simple. Everything I thought happened out here happened in here and up here. And then when the emotions and the feelings get involved, it gets really, really kind of unsavory because we never know what it is. We just know we're reacting. And whatever age they went into, but how do you stress out overthinking your day? And thinking your day, you wake up in the morning, you think the day's going to go this way. And then when the day doesn't go that way, oh, pick me. Hell yeah, I did that. But I've opened up. When I listen, I never get angry or frustrated. Do I get antsy? Yes, but not anxious, antsy, because I got a lot going on. And it's a lot of fun right now. Doing this, expanding the world and expanding people's lives, that's interesting. And what I've went through in my life that expanded me to here, when you quit telling the story of your life and say, these are the events that expanded me to here. So I'm expanding out of this, whatever that is, to expand of the omnipresent foresight within yourself to facilitate and participate in your day. But we allow the outside world to control our lives. I did. I let it happen for a long time. Well, up until about 6 years ago. And then it was just a steady forward pace. But however, when we get stressed out, we think people owed us everything. And something else I wrote today, I was pretty proud of this. And now I realize I got angry and frustrated at people and things for doing things I've done. Especially driving down the road. This is my favorite one. Somebody does something. Then I go, oh, I've done that. We've all done something in our lives that's different than what it's supposed to be. So when you stop playing the game of shame and sham inside yourself and start realizing you're the wisest person in the world in your life anyway. And something is going to be on this week's webinar is your talents are unique to you. And that's going to be about expanding how this is. But we've been so caught up in the school system and society's way of life, we can never move forward. We stay stuck in the swirl and the whirl of the twirl of the torment of ourselves. I have, still do. But it's about time I let go of that and expand to something new. And it's not new, it's now. You now circuit it, you now do everything right here. You can have a foreseen foresight, but you want to expand here. Because this way, that just keeps you living in yesterday. And how do you wake up in the morning with the same thoughts, the same arguments, the same thoughts going through your head that you had yesterday? I do. Not so much anymore. Because now I've expanded into the now, and I got it so my desired life and lifestyle is playing inside of me, and I got the inner dialogue to go with it. And that's the thing. It's about letting go of that inner dialogue and all the extortionists within yourself. And all my extortionists, I understand. All my extortionists, they steal today. So basically, I stole today myself. Out here, they're innocent. I look at the world through guilty eyes. And my cousin passed away, and I wrote that. And him and he got in trouble. I was always innocent. I can say that. I'm sitting here. But anyway, I said we was never ever in trouble. They just looked at us with guilty eyes. So how do you look at the world with guilty eyes and painful emotions, ingrained pained emotions? That is the way most of us go through life, because we've learned to stay stuck in the overthinking of life. And man, I could do that good. Oh, could I do it good? But now, no more. Zero more. Not no, zero. And there's a key word. If you don't want to do something, the word is no. But when you say no, it's got to stay at no. And you say no, but why not? Well, as soon as you say why not, the no is over. As soon as you ask one of the why questions, they got you off the no. And they got you into their side of the equation. And then you get mad and you get stressed out at them because you said yes. Oh, I've done that. Hell yeah. You know, it's not being perfect. Get rid of the perfection programming. Just say life is a mess. I'm a mess. So it's a mysteries, expanding self, soul sovereignty, magically energizing my sassy, savvy, innovative wit to move forward. And that's the thing I've really understand. Life is a mess. Just let it be a mess, because you have the skills and the technique to expand out of it, as long as you don't think and can use yesterday's knowing. Because that thinking and knowing is got me in trouble, because I could overthink anything. I really, really could. But once I stopped using think and know and use inspiration, innovation, imagination, it's my inspirations expressed to me to do this. And when you start saying the word inspiration instead of think, it opens you up so you don't get caught up in yesterday. It's really about being in the now. Everything is right here, you know, in the wisdom. And you're going to hear the wisdom, witness the wisdom to expand through life. The key sentence to life is, where's the wisdom? And how is this occurring for me now? Yesterday happened, life occurs now. When it occurs, it's open conscious clarity, unleashing rad, spontaneous savvy to move forward. I like the word savvy and enterprising, you can tell. But that is an enterprising savvy. You're never hitched and bitching in yesterday. You're in the now and the wow of yourself to move forward and enjoy life. But Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is about wisdom, energizing fun, unlocking self-expansion, unlocking sovereign expansion, unleashing soul sovereignty, unleashing your soul love for life. And when I say soul love, what I'm saying is the soul searches out the unwanted larcenist within yourself. All the stuff you think happened to you, it was your own larcenist that took it away from you. Everybody else is innocent. Ain't that fun? The first time that happened to me, I almost had to catch myself running over the hill. But it's really about allowing yourself to discover your talents and everything your way. And it's about enjoying life. You know, we're so wrought up and caught up in our ancestors' way of life, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't do anything for anybody today, because the anchored ancestral anarchy within ourselves keeps us in our ancestral and our anchored ways. And that is where the stress and everything comes out, because we have this premonition. I had it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking about myself. I think this is going to go perfect, and this is how it's going to go. Well, when everything went the other way, the old me got stressed out. I got dressed in stress, and then I confessed all my inner anger to the world, and it really was just peevish bullshit. Let's just be honest. You know, anger is something we taught ourselves as a child to get what we wanted, and it just comes forward today. And there's an angry society out there because we know there's something occurring, but we don't know how it's happening, and we lack the understanding to move forward. We think we know, but we never understand. And there's a silent powers out there that are controlling the world, and they're playing our politicians like puppets. Well, they are their puppets. So it's really about addressing that stress within yourself and understand life's going to happen. That flipping majig is going to happen. And if you can just do something to make yourself laugh, like a flipping majig or whatchamacallit, just something, and make life a gizmo, because it's going to do what it gizmos. It's just going to do what it does, but it's being willing to listen for the clarity to expand through every situation. And I got a class coming out on listening for clarity. And as soon as I said that to myself, my inner landscape relaxed. I've had something I really understand now is when you think you have that great big breakthrough or breakout, whatever. Oh, the mischievous spirit in the universe, they're waiting for me to test me. And they've been testing me all week long. I passed for a change. I didn't go into the panic fanatic of yesterday. I kind of just laughed and giggled and said, okay, that's what you're going to do. Where's the wisdom? It's really about understanding that life is going to throw you rotten eggs to see if you're going to smell them or throw them away or get hit by them. And sometimes I get hit by them. But it's really about understanding that life will forever allow me to move forward when I listen to the clarity of myself. And your talents and everything inside you is unique to you. That experience, everybody says, you got this going on or you got that going on. That's unique to you. And there's no books, people outside of you that will really get the understanding and the wisdom and insight and the clarity of that situation. That's all for you. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's for you. And a lot of times the universe has a little neat saying that I'm going to show you this one time. And what it's going to do is show you the situation and the lesson. And if you didn't get it, it just keeps a little harder, a little more rancor, a little more this and a little more that. Pretty soon you're splat in anger again. Oh, I'm a professional at that. But I've really opened up to listen. And when something is occurring, I query it now. Query the fury to feel unlimited revolutionary. Yeah, as a jazz dance you out of that situation. It's your inner pizzazz that will move you forward. And you have the pizzazz, the jazz, and all the gizmos to get out of it. A gizmo is an unlimited gadget within yourself. That's your wisdom, insight, innovation, imagination, all the unlimited utopian lure within yourself. We're really trailblazers of ourselves, but we were never showed the way to understand our sovereign soul. And it's really what we're looking for is the sovereign soul. That makes our autonomous audacity light the fire to feel internal revolutionary elegance dance. And I like the word rebellious, be a little bit of a troublemaker, just enjoy life. Tell all the stuck-up people in the world to go to well. That's okay. Arrogance and ignorance has controlled the world since beginning of time. Where are we at? We're more educated than any time in history, but what is really much different than before? Wise people will forever understand the world. Ignorance, arrogance, and knowledge keeps you in yesterday. Knowledge to start the path of wisdom is the greatest thing, but thinking knowledge is going to take you through the world, there's no experience. There's no getting your hands dirty in knowledge. Wisdom, insight, clarity, and understanding, that's where you get right down in the mud and the crud and open up the good of yourself to dance with your dreams and really expand through life. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity and Cowboy Wisdom Expansion Arts. It's about getting a vocabulary that expands you through life. So and my website's mycowboywisdom.com. My books are available at amazon.com/author/Robert A. Wilson. And my email is robert@mycowboywisdom.com. And I want to thank you and good night.